Is it still possible for a found footage film to feel fresh and original? The Blair Witch Project and Paranormal Activity created the craze, and the many that followed completely destroyed it. So when I decided to check out Germany's version with the Präsenz, it's a genre well past its prime time, and my expectations? Pretty damn low. When poltergeist-obsessed Marcus hears of an uber-haunted castle that his friend Lucas gains access to, the two plan a trip to the relic and decide to bring Marcus's girlfriend Rebecca along for the ride. Only she's convinced to tag along for the week adventure without knowing where they're going or why. Once they get to the well-maintained castle, out in the middle of nowhere and miles from the next human existence, the budding ghost hunters set up cameras across the property to make sure no activity goes undocumented. And Rebecca? Well, she's already second-guessing her blind decision to come along. What follows are sequences of shaky cameras and night vision footage of the three sleeping, as we wait to see if anything moves or if any shadows appear, as the droning sound effects suggest horror is imminent. If you're thinking, wait, isn't this just the plot of Paranormal Activity? It kind of is, and you'll spend much of this movie thinking that this is maybe just the German remake. Eventually, the spirits trapped within the castle make their presence known in loud and dramatic ways, and the three continue to put up with the terrors despite shit getting worse every day, until things spiral so out of control that only one ending is in sight. When I first saw the original Paranormal Activity in theaters, I thought it was brilliant. Then came Paranormal Activity 2. Then number 3. I get why they make them. It costs next to nothing, it's easy to make, and if it flops, the expectations really weren't that high to begin with. And with the Präsenz, it offers very little new to the genre, still relies on those loud noises to create the scare, it's very predictable, and I kind of liked it. Perhaps it's because it stayed so true to the formula of the original Paranormal Activity without feeling the need to add some gimmick. And the setting of an old castle in the middle of the woods, it kind of adds an extra punch on the fear factor scale. And what the Präsenz was able to do that so many other films fail at is capture a true sense of the anger and the emotion of the spirit itself. I also like the added touch of the spirit being able to take control over the camera and interject pieces of its memory onto the recording, which gave us a brief look into the past horror that the castle once witnessed. Where the film found less success is in connecting the dots and relying way too much on cutting away to the next night whenever something unexplainable happens. Cut. Of course, a movie like this has a ton of logical flaws. Why doesn't Rebecca just pack up and leave when she clearly wants out? Marcus gets the evidence he wanted on the first day. What else does he want? Why do they keep blaming each other for these mysterious happenings when they have clearly witnessed that they're not alone? But someone watching this movie isn't necessarily looking for a flawless storyline. They're looking for a scare, and the Präsenz has a few of those in store. I have to give the Präsenz a 5.8 out of 10, with this movie's entertainment factor, pacing, and provoking nature making up for the lack of originality in its story. If you watch the movie, let me know how you feel the Präsenz compares to the countless others in this genre by leaving a comment below. And as always, be sure to subscribe so you know when the next instant Kino is released. Then Paranormal Activity on loud noises to create the scare. And make sure you subscribe to know when the next. Let me know how you feel the Präsenz. That's the name of this movie. Oh, this stupid bug.